All right. Good morning, guys. Another gloomy start today. All right. A lot of clouds and drizzle across wave country, but no active thunderstorms or severe weather taking place. That is certainly the good news. Hope you guys are doing well. Wave meteorologist Brian Good at 46 minutes after the hour on this sixth day here of March. Moving right along. Now, the weather pattern is active the next couple of days, although we do get a break coming up tomorrow. There really is no strong signal for anything overly severe coming our way or anything extreme, to be honest with you, whether it's heavy rain to dry weather to snow to rain. There's actually a relatively tame setup. Even though it is active, there's nothing on the extreme side coming through, which is always a plus. A normal setup with spring with rounds of some showers at times, maybe some rumbles of thunder, and some breaks with some 60s and 70s kind of thrown into the mix. Now, not to say there couldn't be any strong storms in this outlook. There is a potential, and it's a narrow window and a lot of ifs, of course, on how that would play out. I'll explain when to look for that here in just a second. As always, you guys can comment on social media, YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook, and you'll be able to see the comments fly up whenever I'm paying attention, which is not often. Okay, let's get right to it. Let's start with the current view outside, and got a low ceiling, a lot of low-hanging clouds, very drizzly, foggy type of setup out there. Roads messy, so use some caution traveling. This is not going to improve dramatically at all this afternoon. The only thing that will change will be the coverage of rain will start to dial back, but that will be a slow dial back that will take another 6 hours to get it to the point where it's basically dry outside. It's going to take some time for that to happen. Otherwise, if you're looking for an excuse for a good nap day today, napping weather, this is it. Visibility, a bit restricted, mainly because of the drizzle and the low clouds, as you saw there in the sky tri-camera. Right now, visibility is 4 at All-in. 10 is considered perfect, by the way. So we're not close to that. In fact, very few spots are. So as you're traveling around this afternoon, that fog bank just west of the city will actually drift a little more closer to the I-65 corridor. So visibility, if anything, will actually worsen for this afternoon. So use caution again for your lunch hour and coming back home. Okay. Rainfall in the past 24 hours. It really just depends on your location, right? Those in Indiana just got hit after round after round. We saw some of that building more into the Louisville metro late in the afternoon and evening into the night. And we've ended up with more than 3/4 of an inch of rain in several spots and over an inch of rain in a couple of areas. And when we see those pockets of yellow, we don't have gauges exactly in those areas in Indiana, but I know you guys saw repeated rounds into parts there of Orange County and into Crawford County. So you likely got over the 2-inch mark. So you do not need any additional rain and thunderstorm action coming your way. And with the rain coming into play this weekend, especially Friday into Saturday, pay careful attention for those of you in Indiana. Since you got some of the higher totals, that will put you a little more at risk for some localized high water issues that may start to develop. A little more sporadic across Kentucky on some of those downpours, but still, most of you got a decent amount of rain out of the setup. Quick update on the numbers. Close into the metro shows mainly the east end and southeast corner of Jefferson County got some of the higher totals later in the afternoon on Tuesday. See pockets of yellow. Didn't hit every gauge, though, on that pocket of yellow. So all we see are the amounts that are a little over 1 inch, which has been pretty much the norm in many spots in the area. So if you have a rain gauge, let me know what you got into your area. DJ, would you say bring back the snow? Yeah, well, don't see that happening, unfortunately. Your birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Brandon. I hope it goes well. Got you some clouds for your birthday. Jason, well, it'll be raining in Cloverport at noon. Any rain today is going to be very light. So even in Cloverport, you're right on the western edge of where the rain shield is now. And with it shifting more and more east, you'll likely stay in a patchy drizzle type scenario, but nothing substantial in rainfall. You're going to have a nice little break until Friday morning. Friday morning is when it'll come back for you into Cloverport. All right. Let me get into 0.45 in Kaminsky. All right. Thanks, Cheryl, up there in Indiana. Okay. Let's get into the current radar view. And as Jason was just asking about with Cloverport, and again, you can see we've got most of the showers, not too much action as you head back toward Cloverport, but you can certainly see that drizzle will be out there. It's not going to be detected very easily on the radar. Your steadiest of the drizzle or the steadier light rain has been generally hugging I-65 and points east. And a lot of that's drifting south from due north. So it's kind of drifting in from Indiana straight down 65 or points east there. But it doesn't take much. And with the atmosphere being saturated and a lot of traffic on the roads, that spray being kicked up, especially by semis, is constant. So just take it slow and pay extra attention. All right. If someone is trying to text you or call you, they'll have to wait, because on days like today, especially, you really got to just pay extra attention to the traffic out there, because there's a little slick with the rainfall that we've had. All right. Cloud cover. Well, that's the other issue. We're not going to see a lot of sun the next several days. Clouds and low clouds at that, and fog will stick around for the rest of the day tomorrow. And even after the system tries to drift more east tonight into Thursday, there is a lot of cloud cover here that's still stuck, and our next system is going to move in too fast for there to be a big enough gap to allow for some drying to happen to get the atmosphere to clear out. So sun is going to be hard tomorrow. I can't roll it out a few breaks, but if you're expecting a full-on blue sky, that's not on the cards here. The two systems almost blend together as one, which leads us into the weekend. So let me start with the futurecast showing the coverage of the rain today. The lighter, steadier rain will ease back. The low clouds, the fog, the drizzle, that will likely just linger for a bit longer into this late afternoon and early evening. Thursday is just mainly cloudy. Nothing too excited about Thursday other than it's a preview to Friday, right? But quiet overall. If you have any errands you need to run tomorrow, it may look like it's going to rain any moment, but tomorrow is going to be the dry day. We get into late Thursday night into Friday morning. That's when the next system already moving in, and leads to the rounds of rain as we into Friday, parts of Saturday, and parts of Sunday. Now, parts, not all the time. And let me explain why. It's two different low pressures working as a team here as we head into the weekend. We call this a double barrel type scenario. One moving in across areas very close to Kentucky, one to the north and east of Kentucky. The question is the southern one. Will that one actually drift quickly to the north into Indiana as we head into Saturday? If so, and some of the modeling does indeed have that idea, we would be able to get a little more of a thunderstorm setup that would move right into central Kentucky and Tennessee, especially as we head into parts of Saturday. The Euro, which you're looking at now, likes to keep this low mainly south, and when it does this little jog north, it is basically too far south and east when it jogs north to really put us into a zone where thunderstorms would be a problem. So there's still some questions on how much of a jump this second piece here, the southern one, is going to take Friday and Saturday, but it will make a difference on whether or not we end up with a few gustier showers and storms, maybe some small hail, or just general chilly rain for Friday and into Saturday. So this part of the forecast still getting worked on. But even if it were to be as a thunderstorm scenario, that's nothing dramatic on that end. The variables are very just iffy on getting maybe some gusty thunderstorms, but nothing overly strong. That moves on by. We do get chilly on Sunday. I don't know if some of you are going to get out of the 40s on Sunday. Sunday's kind of the crummy day as far as the chilly weather, but it doesn't last long. We're in this up and down pattern to where as soon as the system gets out for the weekend, we are back at it again with another wave of warmer weather. So what about cold weather? Are we done with that? Well, I do think we're still in for some cool shots of air that will be dropping down as we head into the last 10 days of March. But when I say that, I'm talking like a couple of days or so that will be in the 40s. I do not see anything much colder than that. So it would just make for a springy setup, a crummy spring setup when it comes to chilly weather in the 40s and light rain. That's the type of chill down that I'm talking about later into the month of March. All right. So I do not see any snow signal. And hopefully, because of that, with it being a cooler signal, maybe we can cut down on the severe weather for a few weeks. That would be nice. So that'd be a nice treat for all of us. All right. Everyone good? Good morning, Judy. Hope all is well. Adam, this has been a great snowmaker. There's a lot of, this happens every year. The spring always features some of the coolest storm tracks. If we were to have them and had them in January, it would have been a lot of fun and excitement, right? I totally agree on that. All right, I got to run because, guys, coming up in a few minutes at 10:07, there will be the statewide Kentucky tornado test drill that will take place. The air raid sirens will indeed activate. Again, it's just a test. Even though it looks gloomy outside, there's no thunderstorm action taking place, as you just heard. So just be a reminder that this test is done every year to make sure you guys are fully aware for it. Review your safety procedures at home, work, and school. A lot of schools taking place in their tornado drills today. Indiana's will be next week, just FYI. But today it's Kentucky at 10:07. We will have a notification coming down the app. Just make sure everybody is fully aware. All right. Appreciate you guys as always. I will see you all on the flip side and on midday. All right. Take care, guys.